Monica, I heard you've been so busy with work that you don't prepare dinner much.
Hi, Linda. What's going on all of a sudden?
Don't play dumb with me. I just got a call from Alan.
From Alan?
I wonder how you are behaving at home. I heard that you're always staying in your room, saying you're working. What the hell are you doing?
Well, I work from home, so my room is my workplace. I'm not playing around.
Alan was sad about your behavior. He said you always work, work, and work. You don't do the housework at all.
Did Alan really say that? He never said anything about housework.
What? Are you saying I'm lying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I work from home. I've never failed to do my chores.
So you're saying Alan is lying?
I don't know what Alan told you, but what you've just said is not true.
Is it? To me, it just feels like that. You don't understand what it's like to be a wife. You never come to our house, and you never care about your mother-in-law.
I have to work on weekdays, but I sometimes bring you food I made on the weekend. And I bring you sweets that are popular on the internet. I've been doing my best.
You're kind of self-assertive. Alan as well told me that you're a bit pushy. You can't even do a decent job of housework. Alan will get tired of you.
Huh? Does Alan think that way about me?
It's not just Alan, but also me.
Oh.
If you can't fulfill your responsibilities as a wife, please consider the possibility of divorcing Alan.
Divorce?
Keep that in mind. Monica, I keep getting calls from Alan. What's going on?
Hi, Linda. What do you hear from Alan?
Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know. Can you tell me?
He says that the room is messy.
Huh?
He says you only work and don't clean rooms.
Wait a minute. It's true that I've been working a lot, but I've been doing basic housework every day. Of course I clean. Did Alan really say that?
I wouldn't lie to you. What are you doing in your room every day?
I work from home, so I really need to stay in the room and work with a computer.
You say you're working, but I guess you actually bring a man into the house, don't you?
Linda, what are you talking about? There's no way I would do that. Don't be ridiculous.
Then why can't you at least clean the house?
I clean the house every day. I don't like to leave rooms messy. I do complete cleaning rooms before I start work every day.
So you're saying Alan is lying?
I'm not sure what Alan has told you, but did Alan really say that?
Of course. Alan has been having a hard time since he married you. I can't remain silent about my own son going through such a difficult time.
Huh. But I have no idea about what is being said.
I'm sick and tired of this liar.
I'm not lying.
If you persist with such behavior, I would like you to seriously consider a divorce.
That's too much. Why should I get divorced when nothing comes to mind about what you're talking about? Are you sure Alan is telling you that?
There's no point in lying to you.
But as I said, I have no idea about what is being said. Alan has never said anything like that to me.
Alan is a kind boy. He probably couldn't have expressed to you what he has been feeling. That's why I'm reaching out to you and telling it to you instead of him. Can't you even understand what I'm telling you?
I have no idea what Alan is thinking if what you told me is true.
Do you really think you two are a good match? I regret allowing him to marry you.
I have no idea what you mean.
It seems like you never change your behavior. If that's the way you do, I have some ideas.
Huh?
Monica. Answer. You must be playing on the computer again. Monica!
I'm sorry, Linda. I was having a video call with my business partner.
Who were you talking to? You brought a man into the house and you were busy with him, weren't you?
Don't say such a silly thing. I'm working on a new project right now. That's why I'm busy with a lot of remote calls and meetings.
Well, I don't care. That's why you got divorced. It's a deserved outcome.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know anything?
I guess I'm not sure about that.
Alan was filled with regret all the time. He said, I wonder why I married her. Neither does she take care of the house nor of me.
I really don't understand what you're talking about. I told you before, but I've never skipped housework.
You never stop with that attitude. Alan decided to leave you because of it.
Excuse me? I don't understand what you mean. Did I get dumped by Alan? Or what do you mean by divorce?
You really don't know anything? It seems like there has been no discussion about it between the two of you. No wonder Alan doesn't really care about you anymore.
Huh?
You guys are divorced.
Really? I'm getting more and more confused about what you're saying. I don't know anything about it, but how could that happen? I haven't heard anything from Alan.
That's an example of how little you cared and communicated with Alan. I'm truly disappointed in you.
So, me and Alan are divorced?
Yes. Alan mentioned that he felt relieved after the divorce was finalized.
Oh no, I haven't discussed it with him at all. Are you sure we're divorced?
I would never lie to you.
Even I don't know anything about our divorce. So how could you know?
It's because I'm the one who filed for divorce.
You did? But I don't remember filling out a divorce form. You can't file it unless it's in your own handwriting.
You filled out the divorce form on your own. Don't you remember?
Huh?
You brought the divorce form when you registered the marriage.
Did I?
That's what Alan told me. He mentioned that if either of you cheats on the other, you can get divorced right away.
Oh, I remember about the divorce form. We promised never to betray each other. I did fill out the divorce papers at that time.
Right? He gave me that divorce form, and I submitted it instead of you and him. Weren't you aware of all these things?
I didn't know because I didn't talk to Alan about it. How could I have known? Linda, why didn't you tell me beforehand?
You both signed the form, so I assumed it would be a mutual agreement between the two of you.
I didn't tell you until now, but Alan hasn't been home for almost a month now.
Oh, really? Having life with you must have been very tough for him.
Since he is away, there's no way for us to talk together. It's excessive that the divorce form was filed solely based on his decision.
I don't care about what you think. I just filed it because he asked me to. I don't have to be blamed for that.
Oh no.
Besides, I had warned you. I told you that if you disrespected Alan, I would have you divorced.
I don't think I agreed with that. In the first place, submitting a divorce form before discussing our divorce is so ridiculous.
Whatever. It means the relationship between you was already over.
I can't accept it.
It's good that you two are getting divorced.
I'm very shocked that you handled the entire divorce process without telling me beforehand.
But wasn't it good for you too?
Huh?
So now you can work as much as you want, right? Well, it is assumed that you always bring a man into the house instead of working.
Absolutely not. What you've just said is just terrible.
Whatever it is, I can't imagine that your marriage with Alan is going to continue working out like this. This is the way it was going to be, so all is good. You should be thankful that I went through all the trouble about divorce.
What do you want me to be thankful for? You went ahead with the important stuff without giving me a heads up. What are you thinking?
Don't bother Alan anymore.
What?
I don't want to hear that Alan is going through a tough time. He will finally be free from you.
I don't understand what you mean.
You say it's work or something, and then you stay in your room all day. How can he be attracted to a woman who stays in her room all day and doesn't know what she's doing? A wife is supposed to devote herself to her husband. You just enjoy what you want to do and don't even make any money. So it's no wonder Alan left you. Alan said he was tired of living like that.
He never said anything like that to me. In addition, we haven't seen each other for a while.
Anyway, the divorce form was already filed, so get out of there.
Wait a minute. I bought this condo when I was single. It's under my name, so if Alan wants to live separately, he should be the one to leave.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Linda, you didn't know? This is the condo I bought, so there's no need for me to leave.
You just stay in a room. How could you buy it?
It really is my own property. I have the documents to prove it.
It seems like you're trying to threaten me by saying that, but it won't work. How much income do you have? I'm sure it's impossible for you to buy it with your little income.
What you've been saying doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm not leaving this apartment.
Oh my God, you're so stubborn. I'll sue you.
Anyway, I'll send his stuff to your place. You can do whatever you want to do later. If you want to take legal action against me, I'm ready. Bye.
Hey, we haven't finished talking yet. Monica, how are you? You still can see my WhatsApp messages, right?
I forgot to block you. How are you?
It seems you've been doing very well. I heard you're a popular blogger now.
Oh, yes, but that has nothing to do with you.
No, I'm very interested in it.
What's this all about all of a sudden? Would you like to start a blog?
No, I was just wondering how much money you could make as a popular blogger.
Huh? Did you reach out to me just to ask about it?
No, it's not like that.
There's no need to tell you how much money I make. If you just want to ask me about it, I'll end this conversation.
Wait. After Alan and you are divorced and his stuff was sent to my place, he and me started living together. He doesn't treat me as well as he did before.
Does that mean financially?
That's just one example. He used to treat me to fancy restaurants, buy me clothes from my favorite brands, and take me on spa trips. He hasn't done any of those things since we started living together.
I didn't even know he had been doing that.
Lately, he hasn't even been providing me with any living expenses. He gets so mad when I ask him for these things.
Okay.
He's been acting strange, so I asked him why. He told me there used to be a joint account with you.
Indeed, we had. We created the joint account to save up for the future each month. But later, I noticed it became empty. I had been saving $5,000 each month. Alan spent all that money.
What? $5,000 a month? Where did you get that money from? You were always locked up in your room playing on your computer.
So I've been telling you, I work from home. I've partnered with major companies to develop and maintain their websites. I'm responsible for managing all the pages on their corporate website. I'm so busy with these websites that I have no choice but to stay at home all day. Even when I'm very busy, I still manage to do all the chores.
That's how you make enough money to save $5,000 a month?
These are websites for major companies, so the revenue from each company is substantial. Additionally, I'm handling a variety of other tasks.
How much income do you have?
About $200,000 a year. I think I was earning about 5 times more than him.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
I think it's difficult for him to provide you some money with this income. It's unfortunate that you can't afford what you want anymore, but try to find joy in your modest life. Well, it has nothing to do with me.
Monica, why did you keep it a secret?
I didn't keep it a secret, but you accused me of spending all day playing on a computer in a room. You didn't even listen to me.
That's because you didn't talk to me properly.
In that situation, it was impossible to explain anything. But it doesn't matter. It's over now. If you have nothing else, may I finish our conversation?
Monica, you were rich. I'm calling off the divorce. Remarry my son now.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
That divorce was so upsetting to you, wasn't it, Monica? So you should just get back together. It's just a matter of going through a process with a piece of paper anyway. Just file the marriage certificate again and everything will be fine.
Getting back together? I would never wish that.
No, you still have feelings for Alan. That's why you should just start over.
Please don't do that. I get nauseous just remembering it. Complaining to his mother about something that never happened is just insane. I won't consider reconciling with a guy who depends on his mother to handle divorce proceedings.
You don't have to think that way. I'm sure he also wishes to have a relationship with you. He's been mumbling that he now can't spend much money for what he wants.
Don't take advantage of me. Who would remarry? Please stop fooling around.
No, it isn't about money. I think Alan regrets divorcing you. As a mother, I just want to help him.
No way.
Monica! Monica, it's urgent.
You're persistent. What is it?
I think Alan is on his way over there right now. Have you already talked with him about getting back together?
Oh, it's you who set us up. He's been repeatedly begging me to open the door through the intercom. It bothers me a lot.
Why? You are getting back together with Alan, which is what you are dreaming about.
Please, stop it. When I saw his face on the screen of the intercom, I really thought I was going to throw up.
I want to help Alan. I want him to be happy with you again.
Let me ask you something. When you filed for divorce, you knew about Alan's affair, didn't you?
Huh? What do you mean? Don't change the topic.
You knew he was cheating on me, and you hid it from me, didn't you?
I guess I did.
You're so obvious. What do you mean helping your son cheat on me?
It's not the help I was thinking. I just wanted Alan to be with someone he loves. I didn't mean I helped him.
But your son asked you to file for divorce, didn't he?
That's true, but...
Then that's the help.
But not now. That woman approached him for money. She disappeared as soon as the money ran out. What a woman. She hurt Alan.
How dare you say that? Don't you think about how much I was hurt? You kept saying things to me that doesn't make sense. And divorce form was filed without any notice. Do you think I wasn't hurt? Don't be silly.
I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But now I want him to be happy with you.
Not with me, but with my income, right?
No, it's not. Monica, don't say that. Please, remarry him.
I'm already married with a different person.
What? Why?
Because I met someone wonderful. I met someone who loves me with all his heart, and his personality is very good. We have just started our marriage life.
No kidding. Then what will you do with Alan?
I don't know. He cheated on me and left me for a month. And he is a spoiled mama's boy. I never want to see him again.
So, what should we do for our livelihood?
So it's about money again. It's what you want. You wanted me to remarry Alan for my income, didn't you?
No.
I have my husband with me here now.
Oh.
Your son kept ringing the intercom so persistently, so he called the police. I'm sure they'll take him to the police station immediately as a suspicious person.
Will Alan be taken by the police? Don't be so sneaky.
Sneaky? You're the sneaky one. You knew your son was cheating on me, but you made everything my fault and filed for divorce without my agreement. And now that you have no more money to spend for what you want, and you ask me to get back together with him, don't be silly.
No need to dwell on something that happened so long ago.
You're the one who is dwelling on the past. Thanks to my husband, I was finally able to forget the bad memories with your son. I refrained from taking any action because I didn't want to interrupt you and him. Now, I'll use this opportunity to bill him for compensation.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's been 1.5 years since you got divorced. It's too late to bill compensation.
It seems you don't know, so I'll tell you. In situations like this, I can still pursue compensation within 3 years post-divorce.
No way. But you don't have any proof. Even if you file a claim, it will be denied.
I'm sending you pictures now.
What are they?
They are the photos of evidence. It's when Alan went into and came out from the hotel with a woman.
How did you get them?
At that time, Alan hadn't been home for a month. During that time, I kept getting messages from you that didn't make any sense. I thought something strange was going on, so I had the detective agency check it out. Then I got the evidence right away.
Why did you...
As I've told you before, after the divorce, I wanted nothing to do with you guys ever again. That's why I didn't tell you about the evidence. But I can't stand you bringing up the idea of getting back together.
Wait. If I just back out quietly, everything will be all right, right? I'm going to end our conversations with you on WhatsApp right away, so please don't bring up compensation requests. Don't you feel sorry for Alan?
You feel sorry for him? You should feel sorry for me rather than him. A divorce form was suddenly filed by the mother-in-law.
I've apologized for that already.
Is it a matter of just apologizing? Our chat on WhatsApp is also sufficient evidence, so I'm going to take screenshot to use for suing.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll never get involved with you again, Monica, so please forgive me. Please forget about us.
I've reached my limit. I'll leave the rest to my lawyer, so let's talk through him. After that, Alan was taken to the police station, but it seems he only got a stern warning. I immediately asked my lawyer for help, and Alan paid the compensation. Receiving compensation doesn't mean I will forget the emotional pain from that time, but I am sure that I feel a little better now. Alan's father got to know all of the troubles between me and Linda and Alan. He got mad about what has happened, and both of them were kicked out from the house. They were at a loss and, reluctantly, seemed to have turned to relatives for help. I heard that their relatives who got to know all the story were also disgusted, so they didn't help them. They deserve it. I am still doing well as a popular blogger. In fact, my husband is a famous Instagrammer, so we understand each other's lives very well. I am living a stress-free life. We are planning to go on a honeymoon soon with the compensation we received.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
I have news for you. Your room is now gone, so don't ever come back home, okay? Dad is gone,
Strangers have no right to be in my house. Hey, Haley, how have you been? How are you? Hello? Did you read what I said? I said you should never come over here again. Oh, yeah, you did say that. What's going on, sis? I should not come home? I remember you used to say that to me when we were kids. We fight a lot when we were kids. It was good times, LOL. I'm not joking. I'm serious. What? Are you serious about that? No way you are serious about it, sis. It's not a funny joke. Why can't you take me seriously? I told you, you are a stranger to me from now on. So don't you ever call me sis. What? Is that so? I'm not your sister anymore. Then who are you? I told you, we are strangers now. We're just stepsisters. But now, you're not family to me anymore. I see. Now that Dad is dead, you're treating me this way. That's what I meant. I'm glad you are not that stupid to understand simple things. IKR. LOL. I'm a genius. You are so annoying all the time. You do have a brain, but you act dumb all the time like that. Anyways, I'm not your sister anymore, so I'm going to ask you to get the hell out. Mom is so supportive and happy about it. It's annoying to see strangers in our house, so get out as soon as possible. I see. You decided everything, huh? This is how it's supposed to be. Really? Or is there any other reason? You missed me while I was working overseas, didn't you? That's why you're sulking and asking me to leave, right? When I get back, I'm going to give you a lot of hugs. I miss you too, sis. Ew! Stop it! I'm about to get angry. Oh, you're not mad at me yet. What's the matter with you? But seriously, what's going on all of a sudden? I'm paying for rent. There's no reason for me to leave. Huh? Don't make me laugh. The money that you're giving is not enough. What? Out of the $1,600 in rent, I was contributing with my dad. About $800 every month. Yeah, that's not enough. The rent is $1,600. Don't say that you are paying rent when you are only paying half of it. You should pay the half with Mom, because the four of us live together. Are you stupid? I'm unemployed and my mom is a housewife. How are we supposed to pay for it? What? Unemployed? You're not looking for a job yet? How many years have you been saying you'll get a job? Shut up! It's none of your business. Also, even though I don't live there anymore, I have been paying $250 for utilities too. So what? That's still not enough. That's not even enough to cover the rent. So what's with that attitude? Just transfer the money now and all the money you haven't paid enough up to now. Are you serious now? I'm overseas and don't live in a house and you're asking me to pay for that? It's ridiculous. Shut up! Who do you think you are? We're in trouble, get it? Your mother and I have been nice to you. Normally, a stepsister deserves to be bullied. Did you forget how we took care of you? Just transfer the money quickly. I can't believe what you are saying right now, LOL. I don't even live here and I'm paying you that much. You should be thanking me instead. You guys can work and take care of the rest yourselves. You're not paying it all alone, What's with that attitude? Your father's dead. There's no one to defend you in this house. You're just a stepsister. You should know your position. I don't need anyone to protect me. I got my own back. I'm an independent woman. So annoying! Oh, also, I've already sold all your stuff. Huh? Don't tell me you sold my expensive figurines too. Oh, those cartoon character dolls? I got a lot of good money out of it. I'm surprised those things are worth that much. I'm glad you didn't throw them away. I was going to sell them anyway. Well, you saved me a lot of trouble. Thank you for doing that for me. You know what? I used that money to buy expensive bags. You're welcome. thought Haley and Mom would be better off living in a separate place, with just the two of you being unemployed. You wouldn't be able to. I would never get engaged with that kind of man. I've already agreed to live with him. How's his room? LOL. It's kind of dirty, but he just moved in, so... See? I told you. I assure you, the room won't get any cleaner. It's getting dirtier by the day. You made a great decision, sis. But he loves me! Loves you? LOL. What? I know you are jealous, but you are so sarcastic. Sis, take a deep breath and listen to me. What now? I think he heard that your dad passed away recently. I think he's just after the inheritance, you know? But don't take it so personally. This is just an ex-girlfriend's guess. And even if Jim was after the inheritance, everything will be fine as long as there's love in your relationship. No way that's true! That's too cruel! I don't need this man anymore! I had nothing to do with this. You are his ex-girlfriend! You're his current girlfriend, right? That's too irresponsible! Hello? Haley, who was so happy to steal someone's fiancé? You, right? Shut up! Help me, please! At least let me live in the penthouse. I can't afford the rent and I'll have no place to live. What am I going to do now? Me, my mom, and Jim, we will have no place to live. Shut up and get a job, bitch. What? How long are you going to live depending on others? You just making excuses and talking nonsense. You're the one who looked down on me like I'm a stranger, aren't you? Why are you suddenly so mad? I'm the one who worked hard to start a successful business. I'm not going to pay another dime to people like you. I am just a stranger to you, right? Don't be so harsh. Sis, listen, I'm doing my best too. How many years are you being unemployed? My dad paid for you to go to college. You don't even want to get a job, don't you? It's just not ready. You're not even trying to find a job. So what's the point of being ready? You're just being lazy because we're paying your rent. And now you want your stepsister to support you? Hey, calm down! And you tried to take advantage of me by stealing my ex-boyfriend? Why don't you go out in the world and get your guts kicked in? Well, you're a stranger to me. You are no longer a part of my life. I'll cut you off as you wish. Goodbye. Wait a minute, sis! I'm sorry! I was mean! Can you stop calling me sis? Whatever you say, it's too late. Don't you ever try to involve in my life ever again. I hope your life gets back on track. About my stupid ex-boyfriend. Michelle found out that he had quit his job because he was planning on relying on the inheritance. Haley and her mother, who could never afford the rent, finally started looking for a job. However, job hunting was very difficult for the two. In the end, they barged into my home. Of course, I just ignored them, LOL. The two had to borrow money because their landlord also collected their overdue rent. They were both left to live miserable lives, struggling with debt. Well, they treated people so unreasonably. I guess this is what you call karma.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Paige, we need to talk immediately.
Huh?
Today, okay?
Are you okay, Mom?
I don't want you calling me a mother. You're a loser.
What is it all of a sudden? Will you explain what's going on?
You don't have any idea?
Well, no. I don't even know why you're calling me a loser.
Be quiet, you beggar.
Now I'm a beggar. Will you please calm down and explain?
I can't calm down after seeing your bank account.
My bank account?
You didn't lock your laptop and left it on the dining table.
What? Why are you at my place?
Did you make a duplicate key again?
We talked about this. Please ask before you come to our house. What are you even doing there?
That doesn't matter now. You only have $10 in your account.
$10?
You work for a big company and your balance is only $10? You must be spending a lot. When you and Alex visited me before you guys got married, I said okay because you had a decent job at a mega company. But your balance is $10? What the hell is this? Are you not making enough or spending too much? Get a divorce right now and get out my son's house.
Let me tell you something. I have no recollection of that account. There's no reason for me to leave.
You deny what I've surely seen with my own eyes?
That's not my account, so I don't know what to do.
Oh no! What kind of a person you are! You're such a loser! You're a beggar! You're a spender!
All of them are wrong.
I feel sorry for Alex. He'll divorce you for sure. Paige, looks like you're ready to listen to me now. I found a divorce paper on the living room table.
Huh? Did you enter the house without permission again?
That's not important. You're getting a divorce, right? I told Alex about your account, and I guess it worked.
Oh, you told him? Then you'd understand. That's Alex's bank account.
Don't lie to me, loser!
I'm not lying. It's not good to accuse someone without checking the evidence.
Alex seemed to be trying to cover for you by saying that. But you signed the divorce papers just as I told you. I was right. You loser! Get out of our life!
I see. I wanted to give you one last chance.
The last chance?
I don't care if you believe me or not anymore.
Huh?
That's enough. Excuse me.
What the hell is this? Well, if the divorce is finalized, I don't care about anything else. I will make sure that Alex's old room is clean and tidy. He can come home whenever. Paige, I just finished work.
Thanks for your hard work.
I saw the text you sent me. I guess it didn't work.
Yeah, well,
I thought I'd given her one last chance. She has accumulated decades of lousy temperament. Even I couldn't handle it.
are you okay? After all, she's your mother. Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Actually, a part of me feels good about it. After all, my dad's on the verge of a mental breakdown because of my mom. She's a monster. No one can change her mind. She thinks her way or the highway.
I see.
I appreciate your concern. I've already over it. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'll see you at the new place then.
Yes, I'm leaving home now.
Paige, what is this all about? I thought you were divorced, but Alex never came home. I went to the house today to check on him, but I couldn't use my key. Not just that, your neighbor told me that there's no one living there now. Where on earth have you taken Alex? Give him back my Alex! Mom, stop texting Paige.
Alex, where are you now? Come back to our house as soon as possible. We'll live together again, just like in old times.
Live together? Did we ever get along, Mom?
What are you talking about? We've been good for a long time. When your father ran away, you stayed with me.
Because if I hadn't, he wouldn't have been free.
What?
You got pregnant with me to keep Dad from leaving you, right?
Oh no, that's not true.
That divorce paper is fake.
Fake?
You were bothering Paige about the bank account and told her to get a divorce. We wanted to see your reaction when you see the fake divorce paper. I wanted to know if you would listen to what I had to say. That's what we wanted to know. I had to laugh because everything went as badly as I had expected.
What?
I'm all done with you.
What?
We moved out of the house without telling you.
What are you talking about? What did she do to you? Are you brainwashed? If so, I'll get you a lawyer or something.
I told you we moved most of the money to CD. And that account is mine. You didn't even check it and assumed it was Paige's.
But she only had $10. She must be spending a lot behind you then.
Again, we moved most of the money to CD. I also explained that the account was mine. You didn't listen to me at all. You don't care what I say. You don't care about my feeling.
Alex?
There's no point in talking to you. I'm done.
Huh?
Please do not contact us anymore.
Wait!
Goodbye forever.
Immediately after this, both Alex and I changed our phone numbers. This alone was not enough to make us feel secure. We asked his relatives, and they agreed to keep eyes for a while. We started moving to the UK, where Alex's father lives. Alex's dad is running a business there, and Alex is supposed to help him with that. My request to transfer to the UK branch office was approved, and in fact, I have already left for the UK. On the other hand, My mother-in-law somehow learned that we moved somewhere in the UK. But she does not know how to find us. She's stressed out and broke down one day. She lives in a facility where no one comes to visit her. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Alexa, are you at home now?
I'm here. What's wrong?
Did you watch TV? The national weather forecast just now. A hurricane is headed directly to Florida.
Yes, I saw it. I was just worrying about you. Does it look okay?
It doesn't appear good. There are no flights because of the hurricane, so I won't be home for about 3 days. I'm sorry I can't be there for the birth tomorrow. But even if I'm not there, I'm sure you'll have a healthy baby.
Well, that's Florida, isn't it? There's not much you can do.
Just my luck. A hurricane at a time like this. I really wanted to videotape the moment.
The doctor said it might be past the due date. You might make it in time.
But it's better for you if the baby is born on time, right? I'm prepared to miss it.
I think I'll use a tripod and videotape it myself.
I can't believe my company put me on a business trip to Florida at this time of year.
Oh, by the way, is it true when you said that your colleague Mr. Tanner was going with you?
Why?
I saw him yesterday.
What? Where?
I stopped at a bookstore while I was out for a walk. We ran into each other there. I thought he was on a business trip with you, so I was surprised.
Oh, I'm sorry. They changed it to someone else at the last minute. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, is that so?
Alexa, did he say anything else?
Nothing. He just told me to have a healthy baby, that's all.
I see. Good.
What? Is there something that would be a problem if he had said it to me?
Of course not.
There's something fishy about you, isn't there? You usually don't care what people around you say. The only time you pay attention to what's going on around you is when you're feeling guilty.
What do you mean, guilty? Do you think I have time to think about anything else when my beloved wife is about to give birth? I'm frustrated too. I want to see you as soon as possible, but I can't go home.
I see. You're worried about me. I hope the hurricane passes soon.
If the hurricane heads north, I might not be able to go home for a while.
I'll just have to give birth on my own then.
I'm so lucky to have such an understanding wife. If you'd cried at a time like this, I don't know what I would have done.
Your mother is close by, so if I need anything, I've got her. Don't worry.
I'll talk to her too. Well, good luck with the baby. I'll be cheering for you from Florida.
Hey, asshole, idiot husband. I asked Mr. Tanner this. Huh? Aren't you and my husband going on a business trip to Florida? And guess what he said? It's been postponed due to the hurricane. Who would go to Florida when you know a hurricane is coming? I tried to hold back what I wanted to say and played the role of an understanding wife. Please, someone praise me. I am Alexa, 30 years old. What is my husband doing lying to me when I'm in this condition? I tried to probe him about it, but without success. What is it with you, seriously, when you keep saying things like my beloved wife and other whitewashed things? Mr. Tanner's information revealed that he's not in Florida, but a message from my mother-in-law confirmed my husband's betrayal. Hey, Alexa, you got to hear this. My mother-in-law, your blood pressure will rise again if you get excited. Don't call me that. Sometimes I like to be a traditional wife. I forget. So, what's the matter, Nora? I'm at a steak restaurant by myself. Steak by yourself again? I wanted to go too. You should have asked me. I didn't think you could go because it's so close to your due date. I'm the kind of mother-in-law who feeds her daughter-in-law both eggplant and steak. After all, young people need to eat good food to nourish themselves. After the baby is born safe and sound, I'll let you eat whatever you like as a celebration. I understand, but I heard if you eat spicy food and walk a lot, the baby will be born the next day. Oh really? Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. What is it? Sonny's at the same restaurant I am. What? Really? Didn't you say he was in Florida? Why is he still here? Was it cancelled because of the hurricane? I thought he went on a business trip, and then he called me yesterday. He said because of the hurricane, all the flights were cancelled, and he couldn't come home. What? So he's still in Florida? That's what he claims. He said he was sorry that he couldn't make it in time for the birth, but to think that he's so close. I know I'm not mistaken.
His voice is definitely Sunny's. That son of a bitch.
The guy he said he was going with. I ran into him, Mr. Tanner. He told me the trip was postponed.
I see. So he's cheating on his co-worker and his wife by eating expensive steak.
Thanks to you, my suspicions were confirmed. So, who's Sunny with?
Well, he's with a woman.
I knew it. That's what I thought. I imagine that's what it is, but I'm still a bit shocked.
And then he said, "Hey, this is the meat I raised." They're both so excited. It's so weird and disgusting that I can't believe it's my child.
I can imagine.
I want to grab his nose with a pair of tongs and roast it on a grill.
I want to say, oh, you've got a nice grill mark on your nose.
I want to pour lemon on the grill marks and make him scream in agony.
I want to wash his eyeballs with the leftover lemon juice.
They're feeding each other. That's disgusting. They've ruined my steak. Can't they be fined for ruining a good meal? If I were a big shot, I'd make that law right now.
Where are you sitting, Nora?
I'm sitting right behind Sunny, back to back.
So close. So how come you can see everything?
There's a big mirror in the restaurant. I can see Sunny's table, and I can only see Sunny's back and the woman's face.
That's quite a good position, isn't it?
Oh, he just took a slice of carrot from her mouth and put it in his own mouth. Can't they be banned from the steakhouse? Oh my god, I'm going to throw up.
Endure it. It's a waste of meat.
I can't stand it. You're having a hard time with your big belly. I can't believe he's flirting with her at a steak restaurant.
I don't like to say this to the person who gave birth to him, but he's trash, isn't he?
I guess you can't win them all. I don't like the idea of my own son being such a piece of trash either.
What's she like? Is she pretty?
I can't really make out her face. She's wearing too much makeup. She's got a lisp and a goofy tone that makes me sick to my stomach. She's laughing and saying things like, "Your poor wife is so fat." I can't help but get angry. I've just about had it. I'm about to charge in there with a steak knife.
Hey, can I go there now?
I don't care, but if you get too excited, you might go into labor.
If I do, I'll give birth right in front of him. Then I'll wrap the umbilical cord around his neck.
I'm sure the steak place has sharp knives, so you don't have to worry about cutting the umbilical cord.
No, seriously, don't try to make me give birth.
Just come on down. I've got a hot steak knife waiting for you.
I have a blonde wig from a year-end party a long time ago. I'll wear it.
What did you do?
Beverly Hills Youth Chronicles.
Oh no, I want to see that so much.
See you later. Save me some meat. We'll have to celebrate after we take care of them.
Okay, gotcha.
Why aren't you answering your phone? Come on, talk to me.
Sorry, I'm eating.
What are you eating?
Florida stone crab and gator bites. Key lime pie.
Anyway, a lineup of the popular Florida stuff.
Since I'm here, I thought I'd enjoy it. I've traveled so far for a business trip, I had to try some of the local cuisine.
You're going out in spite of the hurricane.
Well, it's close to the hotel.
Oh, that's a nice t-shirt. Isn't that Balenciaga? When did you get that?
What?
Oh my god, the girl you're with is wearing the same color as you. It's expensive, it's going to smell like grilled steak. Are you sure it's okay?
Alexa, what are you talking about? Grilled steak?
Don't you seem to be getting along well with the person you're with? Her name is Nina, isn't it? She's a cute kid. I think she's a bit edgy, just your type.
Wait a minute, where are you?
Where are you?
In Florida, of course.
Then who's that arsehole eating steak right in front of me? A look-alike?
What do you mean?
I'm right behind you.
What? No way.
Don't turn around.
I'm too scared to look back.
By the way, there's another person sitting with their back to you. Do you know who that is?
I don't have the heart to check.
I'll call her for you. Ta-da! Here she is.
You creepy son. I knew it was my mother. I smelled something familiar. Por una cabeza from a scent of a woman.
Oh wow, you're on a roll, Nora. You must have a lot of pent-up stress.
I've been listening to these guys' sickening conversation for a couple of hours. I've only had 2 bites of steak, and I've already got a heartburn. Why are you here? I was having dinner by myself when you guys came in. I didn't notice.
Nora called me and I rushed over.
Have you guys always been such good friends?
We were in a secret relationship.
Don't get me wrong, it was clean. We only had meals. I ain't worried about that. I mean, Alexa is about to have a baby, right? Are you sure you're okay to come here like this?
I don't want to be worried about by someone who's neglecting his wife and eating steak with another woman. She must be really important to you, pretending to go on a business trip and then coming here to eat steak? And this girl, Nina?
I can't believe my mother's in the same restaurant. It's just not my day.
Oh look, she's getting mad. She's like, stop staring at your phone and talk to me.
Just let her eat and be quiet. Her squeaky voice is making me sick.
Maybe that's what's so cute about Nina. I bet that's what Sunny likes about her.
Jeez, bad taste. I hate pretentious girls like her.
You're more into Carrie Underwood or Rihanna, aren't you, Nora?
That's right, Carrie Underwood's Before He Cheats is my favorite.
I want to go to karaoke with Mary again.
Mary only sings Taylor Swift. Who are you talking about? Sunny, do me a favor. What? She keeps going on about cutting her steak for her. Tell her you would cut her love handles in the handlebars. No way! How can I say that to my precious Nina? You tell her. Or would you like to be cut off from your parents?
Tell her. Are you willing to get divorced, go through alimony hell, and never see your kids again? Weigh that against Nina and decide which is more important.
Are you threatening me? I'll threaten you fair and square. Okay, fine, I'll say it. Shit.
I'm serious.
Nina is so pissed off.
Handlebars for a girl? Horrible.
How dare you? You guys made me say it. All the waitresses and customers are watching because of Nina's squealing. Your next line is going to be important. What shall we say next? That's enough. Don't screw with me.
Okay then, break up with her.
What? Right here, right now? I can't do that. I'll tell her later, I promise. I don't want to make a scene breaking up with her here.
I don't trust you. Of course, he'll be back out and go out with her behind our backs.
So if I break up with her now, there'll be no repercussions?
That depends on how sorry you are.
You'll have to do a lot of repenting. Steak knives.
Or maybe the lemon punishment.
What's that? Well, I'll tell you later. Hurry up and break up with her. I can't.
What?
She's going to cry. I mean, she's already crying even now because of you guys. I'm going to have to make excuses and comfort her now. How can I say goodbye? But it's okay to make Alexa cry? Alexa is strong. What are you talking about? She's a pregnant woman, okay? She's anxious and worried about giving birth. She doesn't seem like that on the text messages. Besides, instead of taking your wife to a fancy restaurant where you can't even get a reservation, the sinful husband takes another woman. Of course she's emotionally disturbed. What's wrong with you? You've been fooling around with Mom all day, playing games with me.
Because it's all I can do to keep sane.
What?
Do you really think we're having fun? I decided to live with you, and I'm carrying a child. All the dreams and hopes I had had for my life were blown away when I saw you were having fun with a flirty girl. You know how shocked I was?
I'm sorry.
Do you think you can apologize and be forgiven? I will never forgive you for making me suffer like this. That woman and you, I have to make you suffer the pain of losing something.
But you know, we don't have to say goodbye at a restaurant.
Then where are you going to go? A hotel?
Shall we make a reservation? Don't be so clever. You've always been a handful, haven't you? Now you're going to do exactly as your mother says. Not that again. Trust me, Nina won't cry or rant. She'll quietly get up and leave the restaurant. Even though she's still complaining about the aftermath of the love handles, I don't think listening to you two is going to end well. Don't worry, trust me. I am a level 1 certified woman's heart examiner. What the hell is that? Who gives out a certificate like that? Repeat after me. Greedy, trashy woman who messes with married men, women like you. Trashy, gross knit is the best fit for a woman like you. You're 100 years too young for steak. Now go back to your dirty room, eat some ice cream, and go to bed. Huh? There's no way I can say that. I'll turn around and tell her myself, okay?
Then I'll tell her.
No. I'll do it. Then I'll...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This isn't the comedy club. I couldn't help but giggle. You guys are screwing with me after all. I don't want to disturb the other customers. I'm just trying to keep this from turning into a fight.
That's right. Unless you want to see a scene with steak knives and tenderloin flying around, I suggest you do as I say. I don't mind branding her love handles. We've got hot knives all over the table.
How can you say such a terrible thing? Do you know where she lives and works? I know. Why? For the compensation, of course. There's no way Nina can pay it. She's just a regular office worker.
Short comedy, The Bakery. Excuse me, miss. 1 jelly donut, please.
Okay, that'll be $1.50.
I'm an ordinary office worker with no money, but I'm hungry. I'll eat it without paying.
You can't do that, ma'am. You have to pay.
I'm just an ordinary office worker. There's no way I can pay.
Do you think that kind of logic will work in the real world?
Well, that's how it is. Do you understand?
Why did you make it into a comedy? It's even harder to understand.
Oh well, I tried to make it understandable even for the dim-witted Sunny, but did it make things worse? Da-dum-tsh.
Hurry up and say what I just said. Don't mistake a single word. Greedy, trashy woman who messes around with married men. Woman like you. Trashy, gross knit is the best fit for a woman like you. You're 100 years too early for steak. Now go back to your dirty room, eat some ice cream and go to bed. Oh shit, they're staring at me. Not only Nina, but all the customers are staring at me.
I can't stop laughing at the look on Nina's face.
I can't take it. He really said that. He's the worst kind of man. Huh?
But look, Nina left without saying anything.
See, I told you so. What the hell is this? But this is all right, right? Can I go over to your table now that things are back to normal? I'm starving after breaking up. Buy me a drink as an apology?
Huh?
Huh?
What nerve you have to say something like that? Oh, I see. Insensitivity means you don't have nerves. That's why you can say it. Wow, the English language is so well constructed.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Whatever you're talking about, that's not happening. When did anyone say things are back to normal?
I mean, you said a lot of things earlier. If I do what you say, compensation and the kid's face.
I made no promises, and I don't want a father for my child like you.
Then why did you make me and Nina break up?
Of course it was because I couldn't allow you to be the only one happy. Didn't I say so? Oh, that made me feel so much better.
But you can't raise a child by yourself, can you? It costs a lot of money.
Don't worry about that. I haven't touched my father's insurance money.
That's just a small amount. With 300,000, I can at least put my grandchild through college. Huh? That much? What about my share? I'm the beneficiary. I will use it for my grandchildren. End of story.
Nora, I appreciate it, but I can't let you spoil me. That money was left for you to live on, okay? I'll be fine on my own.
What are you talking about? If only I hadn't given birth to trash. You and your baby might not have had to suffer so much. I'm the manufacturer. I'll take responsibility.
That's cool, but I have my own stubbornness.
You can earn your own living expenses. You can buy the toys and books. But if you live in my house, you don't have to pay rent and you don't have to pay for food. I will only pay for extracurricular activities, summer camp and whatever. I might buy clothes for them sometimes. As long as you love your grandchildren as a grandmother, that's fine, isn't it?
Nora, I love you.
So don't worry about anything in the future and have a healthy baby. Raising a child together, don't you think that would be fun?
Nothing but excitement.
How long do I have to keep my back to you?
Oh, don't turn around. I don't ever want to see your dirty face again. The moment you look at me, I'm going to slice it up into bite-sized pieces. Greasy pieces of meat need to be sliced up with the steak knife.
I've got an itch on my back too, probably from that filthy guy behind me.
I'll put some medicine on it for you later.
Sonny, I was actually going to grab your nose with the tongs. I was going to slice it up and pour barbecue sauce on it. But I don't want to ruin the knife and waste the barbecue sauce. You should be thankful. What are you talking about?
That I'll settle for money only. Alimony and child support for 18 years, please.
No way.
Yes way. Lying wouldn't get me anywhere.
Mom said earlier she would pay for the kids' education. You think you can afford college on a few grand a month in child support? You idiot. You're so mean.
I'm going to eat my steak now. Could you please leave? You'll make the meat go bad. What's that smell?
The garbage man's stench is wafting to our table. Let's charge him for the steaks too. What the hell?
Do you have a problem with that?
No, I'll pay.
Then you can go home. Get the hell out of here, you piece of shit. The day after the steak-off, I gave birth to a baby boy. Nora was so moved that she cried for 3 hours. My husband was the worst, but I am happy to have met the best mother-in-law. After that, it seems that Sonny desperately tried to explain himself to the upset Nina. It appears he was splendidly dumped. He begs me to let him see his child, but I would never let him see him because it would be a bad influence. I asked for $30,000 in compensation from both Nina and Sonny. I don't think I will have anything to do with him other than asking for payment.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
I heard you're gonna have a baby.
Excuse me? My mother-in-law out of the blue? I don't understand. I'm busy. Can we discuss this later? I'm sorry.
Don't try to fool me. You're pregnant. And what's the sex? Boy or girl? A girl? Of course it's a boy, right?
Well, I'm not pregnant. You must be mistaken.
Huh? Of course I'm not. I saw you almost throwing up from morning sickness.
Morning sickness?
I mean, when you came to my house the other day. Come on, tell me the sex of the baby. It's going to be a fine boy who will be our heir, isn't it?
No, I'm not pregnant.
You're lying.
When you said I was about to throw up, I think you were talking about me being car sick.
Huh? Car sick?
The smell of the new car we bought last month was too strong. I've always been prone to car sickness. I don't have a driver's license, so Tucker drives when we visit you. As a passenger, I can't avoid getting car sick. The last time I visited your house, it was particularly bad. I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't have morning sickness.
That excuse won't work. Car sick? I mean, you can take care of that with motion sickness pills. What's the sex? It had better be a boy.
I am really not pregnant, and I'm allergic to motion sickness medicine.
I see. If you won't admit you're pregnant, then it's a girl.
Huh?
Well, I thought it might be. After all, I heard that your family is mostly girls. I was expecting something like this. My family needs an heir to run the company, and yet it's a girl. Why did you marry into our family? What's the point of having a wife who can't produce an heir? I should have opposed the marriage more strongly.
Mom?
Divorce then.
Divorce? Why are you going there?
Of course. I don't want a daughter-in-law who can't give birth to a boy. If you still want to have a baby, you can raise it on your own.
That's enough.
Hey, Mom? Oh, Tucker, just in time. Hey, listen to me. Maggie tried to hide the fact that your baby is a girl. She even lied about not being pregnant. She was going to push through the lie and have the baby. She's really mean. You should divorce a girl like that, Tucker. Hold on. The conversation is jumping all over the place. No, it isn't. Oh, I know. How about that classy-looking young lady you dated when you were in college for your next wife? I mean, all of her siblings are boys, right? I'm sure she'll give you a boy. I think that girl's more suitable for you as a wife than Maggie. She's already married. Oh, really? That's too bad. But you know, even if you can't find another partner, you should divorce Maggie for now. It'll be a nuisance once the baby girl is born. So why don't you get divorced now? Don't worry, I'll come to your rescue. I'll find you a bride who can give birth to a boy. Hey, Mom. I was next to Maggie when you two were texting. Oh, really? Then Maggie's lie has already been exposed. Then I guess it's a divorce, right? I'll have to get the divorce papers from the city office tomorrow. The sooner the better, as they say. Maggie really isn't pregnant. What? I hate it. Are you lying too? Are you protecting Maggie? You can tell your mother the truth, Tucker. It is the truth. Maggie and I have said nothing but the truth. We're planning to schedule it a little further down the road for reasons of our own. And the car sickness is true too. What do you mean? Maggie takes hay fever medicine this time of the year. Hay fever? That's why she can't take motion sickness medicine. They don't mix well. And by the way, the medication thing is connected to the pregnancy thing. You know that taking medication during pregnancy is a no-no, right? Yes, of course I know that, but... I told Maggie that taking medicine is not good for the baby, so we're going to start trying to conceive after the hay fever season. Maggie and I have discussed this beforehand. Oh, you did? Well, if that's the case, I'll let bygones be bygones this time. But you're the only one that's off the hook. Huh? It's Maggie's fault for being so confusing. Tell her she needs to apologize to me. Oh, is that so? You really haven't learned your lesson, have you, Mom? What are you talking about? Do you think I don't know what you've been doing to Maggie? Huh? What have I done? Oh, come on, Tucker. Are you mad at me? Calling Maggie over to your house and making her do housework. You show up unannounced, then stay for hours. And this is during working hours, right? How would anybody not be angry about that? Well, you know what? Mom, you're an employee of Dad's company, so you should be working. I am. Oh, really? In recent years, you've been working remotely for Dad's company, and you've been trying to make Maggie do your work. I heard that you came all the way to our house with a laptop computer. That's because she's a housewife with a lot of free time. Isn't it natural for her to help her family with their work? Maggie doesn't work for a company, but she's a home worker, so she just stays at home. To begin with, what you were trying to do would result in leaking confidential information outside the company. Huh? Leaking information? It's not like that. That's what happens when you try to get an outsider to do a job that's confidential to the company. Maggie realized that possibility. Thanks to the fact that she didn't touch your computer at all, it didn't become a big problem. Even after that was explained to you, you cursed. You can't even do this kind of work, you useless person. Because it's not that difficult a job. I'm not talking about easy or difficult. Confidentiality. What is the president's wife doing taking the initiative? But that's not all. I can't let Maggie close to you any longer. It's a situation my father's company can't afford to neglect. And more importantly, if Maggie really gets pregnant, it'll be a big problem if it's a girl. We'll raise a boy or a girl equally. If there's an evil person like you around, it will have a bad influence on the child's development. Well, what a thing to say to your mother. It's a shame that someone like you is my mother. We're moving out. What about your job? A friend of mine has offered me a job at his company. I'm going to quit my dad's company and get a new job there. You can't do that. You're the heir to your father's company. That hasn't been decided yet. Heir to the company, that's all you can say. But I've already decided. Tucker! Maggie, it's been a while. What? Mom? Oh, you haven't blocked me. Good. Then listen to me. I haven't blocked you because I didn't know what you might do, so I wanted to keep an eye on you. I have nothing to say to you. Excuse me. Even if I say I found your house? Huh? You're ready to listen to me now, aren't you? Very well. You're only my son's wife, so you better not test me. Is it true that you tracked down our house?
We never told you where we moved to, and I thought you'd never find us.
Don't be silly. There are no absolutes in this world. My friend was on vacation and happened to see you pregnant. She made sure to get your address and contacted me.
Oh no.
I've had a really hard time since then. No, I got fired from my job. I was living at home with my brother and his family, but I was so ashamed of myself.
That's got nothing to do with me.
No, it very much does. I heard that my grandchild, who will be born sometime around next month, is a boy.
Yeah, so?
The friend I mentioned earlier overheard your conversation with your neighbor. She said that you told her it was a boy and that you were almost due.
Eavesdropping.
That's why I'm moving in with you until the baby is born. I'll move in with you this week.
Huh? Oh, please, stop it.
Well, I'll leave as soon as the baby is born. But as for my grandson, after he is born, I will raise him.
What are you talking about?
That's my question. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to be completely ousted with no discussion? If I bring home the grandson, the heir to his company, I'm sure my husband will want to remarry me. So, your grandson is mine. If you are willing to apologize for all the hardships I have gone through, it should be easy for you to give him to me. It is the duty of a daughter-in-law to listen to her mother-in-law.
Daughter-in-law? Mother-in-law?
This is a decision that's been made. I thought you'd been a little remorseful over the past 3 years. Are you still trying to defy me?
Do you know what insulation means?
Huh?
Mom, you don't seem to have changed at all. After 3 years, I thought you'd have changed your way of thinking, reflected a little. It really is a shame.
Well, Tucker, I get a text from you.
I saw your messages with Maggie. I was next to her.
What? What about work?
Me? I work remotely these days. I'm at home. I heard you tracked down our place. This is a security condo. You'll end up stranded in front of the building.
Then, if I told the manager that I'm your mother, he would let me in.
But the manager is very good about that. I already called him when you were texting with Maggie earlier and told him to turn you away if you come.
Oh no!
I told him that if you persisted, he could call the police. Of course, there is 24-hour superintendent here, so of course you can't just break in.
That's terrible! How can you disrespect your own mother?
That's coming from someone who disrespected her own son's wife.
Just give me my grandchild. The child that will be born is the heir to your father's company.
You don't know? My cousin Britzy is now the president of Dad's company.
What?
That was a year ago. Dad divorced you, so it's no wonder you didn't know about it.
Rich? My brother-in-law's daughter?
From your point of view, she's your ex-niece.
That girl is the president?
Ritzy, she's really talented. I think she was more trusted by my father than I was. That's why I was able to leave the company without any worries.
A woman? The president? What was your father thinking? A company like that would be the laughingstock of the world.
Nowadays, it's not unusual for a woman to be the president of a company. Even you used to work for the company. So why such an anachronistic idea? People who haven't updated their old values are the ones who will be laughed at now.
But, because...
If you're just going to hem and haw, then go away.
But you see, if I take my grandson to your father, I can help you and your father get together. That way, I can be with your father too.
Me and Maggie were not insulated from Dad.
What? Why not?
Why? Because we don't have to. We just wanted to get rid of our insane family. The only person we're cutting off is you.
Oh no!
Well, I guess I better get going. I still have work to do.
Wait!
Bye. Don't call me again.
In the end, it was only my mother-in-law who was obsessed with the idea of a male heir and male grandchild. And even though it is no exaggeration to say that she lost something important due to her hardened ideas, she still didn't understand that, and she had come to this point. After that, my mother-in-law came to the bottom of our building and was hanging around. When the policeman questioned her about her activities, she left. Then, without learning her lesson, she asked my father-in-law to reinstate the relationship. But my father-in-law dropped a bomb. He told her that he was dating a single woman of the same age whom he met at a poetry club he started after he retired. When he told my mother-in-law that he was going to get married soon, she went on a rampage, crying and screaming. As a result of being involved with the police, she had been ousted from her brother's family as well. I wonder how my anachronistic mother-in-law will live alone from now on. Well, it is none of our business.
It's almost boarding time. Get back here as soon as you can so you won't be late. Come on. Aren't you taking too long? Answer me.
You know what?
Oh, good. Is the bathroom crowded? Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
Well, that's good to know, but just make sure you're back here in time for boarding. Dad and Mom are also worried, you know. Mom is wondering, is the bride a bit nervous? She's really concerned, so get back right away. By the way, there's a restroom on the plane too. How about using it later?
I've been thinking about it. I'm not going on this trip after all.
Huh? What are you talking about? You were looking forward to Mexico. What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
It's not anything in particular. This isn't just a trip, okay? It's our honeymoon. Why are your mother and father here?
Because they wanted to go on a trip too. So I thought it would be okay if they came along too. It's killing two birds with one stone, so it's all good.
It's all bad. There's no way I'm going on a honeymoon with your parents. And you didn't even tell me about it, like you were tricking me.
Don't say stuff like I'm tricking you. I just forgot to tell you.
It's gotta be a lie. You knew I'd object if you told me beforehand, so you didn't tell me on purpose.
But it's more fun when there's more people on the trip, right?
I know I keep saying this, but it's our honeymoon. It's usually just 2 people, right? How would you feel if I brought my parents?
It's fun to have a big group. We'd get to know each other better. What? You wanted to bring your parents too? Then why didn't you just bring them? I would be more than happy to have them. My parents would love to have them too.
It's not that I'm not getting through to you. It's just that you have a different sense of what's normal. I would have to be concerned about your parents the whole trip, you know? They're your parents, so maybe it's fine for you. I don't want to go on that kind of stressful trip.
You don't have to care. My parents don't care about that. We're going to be a family now. It's like a real family.
You don't have to worry about it. I do. This isn't a honeymoon.
You don't like my parents that much? What did they do to you?
Well, if you insist, I hate that you brought them without consulting me.
I feel bad that I forgot to tell you, but we have separate seats on the plane and a separate hotel room. I heard that they are going to have fun on their own, so why not?
Do your parents speak Spanish? I hear Mexico has a lot of places where you can speak English, but who's going to help with all the details?
That's the part where we help each other, right? We're a family. If we need help, we'll help each other. You speak Spanish, so helping my parents is no big deal. It's not gonna take anything away from you. Don't be so nitpicky.
Then we're not going to be completely separate. I was supposed to provide all that support in the first place, right? You don't speak Spanish either.
Anyway, it's time to board. Where are you? I'm coming to get you.
You don't have to come. I'm not going on a trip where I'm the only one who doesn't get to have fun. I'll refund the ticket and go home.
Oh hey, wait a minute. It's our honeymoon.
You ruined our honeymoon. Why don't you just go with your family?
Huh? No one can speak Spanish without you. We'll have a lot of trouble.
Am I in charge of interpreting for the family vacation? I don't want to do that.
That's not what I meant. Hey, calm down. Wait a minute. Let's have another honeymoon separately. Think of it as a family trip to show thanks this time, huh?
Don't try to make me do something I have no intention of doing myself, okay? I'm starting to feel uneasy about getting married to you. Before we got married, I was so excited and looking forward to our honeymoon and newlywed life. Now I feel like I'm at rock bottom.
Rock bottom is a bit of an exaggeration. Don't get all bent out of shape over something as trivial as this. It's almost time to board. We're gonna miss the flight. My mom and dad are worried about you.
Thinking I will be stuck with you for the rest of my life, for your parents' reasons, I realized that marrying you was a mistake. I'm going to start the divorce process.
What? Huh? Wait a minute. I'm on my way over there now, so wait for me.
Thank God I figured you out early on. Let's discuss this in full when you get back from your trip.
This can't be. What reason would there be for a divorce?
You don't get it. Why don't you think about what went wrong during the trip?
Does that mean that you also suspect me, Jeff? Do you suspect your girlfriend, your fiancée, of being a money grabber? Because I heard through a former colleague that Jeff's company went bankrupt. In the end, more than half of the employees resigned, and the board member, Sophia, said, "I'll start another business now. My gut is telling me that this genre of business will hit the mark," and forced the company to change direction. Of course, Jeff did as he was told, but all of their new businesses failed miserably. Finally, the company went bankrupt with a large amount of debt. Now, the siblings are engaged in a bloody quarrel over the repayment of the debt. Where has the good friendship they had since childhood gone? Now they push each other to take responsibility for their actions, sometimes fighting to the point of police action.
Julie, have you lost your mind? What the hell are you thinking?
I'm thinking normally, unlike you.
We are about to get married. Why did you get out of the car now? Explain why.
There's only one reason. I'm not getting married. I can't marry you.
Just a few minutes ago, we were talking about how it's going to be a memory to last a lifetime.
I take it back. I was wrong then.
I don't understand.
Talk to your beloved mother.
What? Mom has nothing to do with this, right?
She raised you as a single mother, and this is what you did?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know. You're talking as if I'm the one at fault. You're the one who's wrong. We're about to get married. In a few hours. Our 100 people will come to celebrate with us. We don't have time to argue.
I do feel sorry about that, and I will apologize to everyone.
Are you serious? Do you have any idea how much the wedding cost? You can't just cancel it because you feel like it. Don't be selfish.
I'm not being selfish.
Are you having wedding blues?
No.
This is unacceptable. Come back right now. We're going to the venue together.
I don't want to go.
You've got to be kidding me. You're too insane.
If you were a decent person, this wouldn't have happened. You can't blame me for this.
What did I do?
Oh, please. Stop pretending that you don't know.
If you wanted to call it off, you couldn't have said more earlier.
I just got the call a few minutes ago.
What? A call? That person must have told you a lie. Who called you? Who's the traitor?
Your mother.
What?
I'll let you handle the cancellation.
Wait, don't just push it all onto me.
Well then, please take care of the rest. Julie, are you already on your way to the wedding venue? Yeah, I am. I'm in the car with Noel. We should arrive at the venue in less than 10 minutes. You should get out of the car right now. What? You won't make it to the venue if you stay in that car. What? What do you mean? Noel doesn't want to go through with the wedding. But we've been planning this. I even sent out the invitations. He told me he was excited about it. The wedding venue was already canceled. He processed it behind your back. That sounds unbelievable. His friends did not mention anything about this. The guests will show up as expected, but there won't be seats or food for them. What? That's terrible. Exactly. That's his plan. Why would Noel do this? I'm really confused. Canceling the wedding would lead to unwanted discussions. So, to avoid that, he's making the guests think the wedding was still on. What is the purpose of all this? To make you disappear. What? What do you mean by disappear? Hold on a second. Are we talking about a movie plot here? It's way too unrealistic. I know it's a difficult story to believe, but please trust me. I'm sorry, but it's a bit hard to buy such a vague story. What made you say this? Is your son trying to disappear from me? I can see why you might be concerned about your son's new marriage, but this is beyond the scope of normal thinking. I don't want to believe it either. I have proof. Do you have earphones? Yes, I do. I sent you the audio file. Just listen to it. Wait a minute. I bugged his room and recorded this. It's hard to hear, but it's definitely his voice. Selling me for a debt? What does this mean? I don't know the details, but according to what he said, he plans to cancel the wedding and take you away. So I need you to run away. That car will surely not go to the venue. Get out of the car before it's too late. Oh no, but if it's true, I'm too scared. But it's his voice. Of course, I want to help you, and I don't want my son to become a criminal. I don't even know what reason my son had for borrowing money. I don't want him to sell his wife. Can you trust me? Okay, I understand. I'll get off at the next light anyway. Thank God. I was afraid you wouldn't believe me. I will get back to you. I'm sorry, Dad. I know you were so excited about our wedding, but it got cancelled. Thank you for raising me with your own hands. Let me just say thank you. I was actually going to read a letter to you during the ceremony, but...
What the hell happened?
I don't know what's going on either.
I'm at the venue. The lobby is packed with guests who have nowhere to go.
I'm so sorry to all of you.
I've asked the wedding staff to rent one of the halls. They're serving drinks until they figure out what's going on. They are not blaming you. It's more like everyone's having trouble understanding what's going on.
I feel terrible. They came to celebrate with us today. I'm so sorry.
What the hell is going on?
According to his mother, Noel canceled everything.
Why?
To sell me to cover his debt.
What? What's that?
I don't know. But she told me right before the wedding. The car I was in was never going to the wedding venue. She told me to get out of the car because it was dangerous.
Where are you now?
I'm running away from him. She said I should stay as far away from Noel as possible.
Is that true?
What do you mean?
Well, Noel's here apologizing to everyone. I don't know if he would do something like this even though he did it himself.
Oh, Noel is here?
He just came running in looking panicked. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. But he's apologizing to everyone. He looks really upset, and his face is so pale. It doesn't look like he's acting.
What? What do you mean?
Why did you believe your mother-in-law's story?
She bugged Noel's room. She sent me the audio.
Why would anyone bug their son's room?
Well, when you say it that way, it's actually weird.
And she would have gotten the audio a long time ago. Why did she tell you that at the last minute?
That's true. I was in a panic, but I think there was time to say it earlier. But if Noel was actually going to sell me, she didn't know what would happen if Noel found out, so maybe she kept quiet until right before.
Where are you now?
I'm hiding in a cafe's toilet near the gas station.
Does she know where you are?
Yes, she does.
You should go somewhere else, just to be safe.
What, you suspect her?
I don't know. There are just too many suspicious things going on.
Is that your opinion as a police officer?
Yes, that's right. If you can believe my longtime detective's intuition, Noel and your mother-in-law are accomplices.
What? How did you...
I don't know. Anyway, those two are suspicious.
Okay, I will go to a different place.
Keep me updated. Be safe.
Where did you go? You said you were hiding in a cafe's toilet near the gas station. You are not here. I'm in a different place now. Don't move without permission. It's not safe. I'm running away from you. What are you talking about? I'm protecting you from Noel. If I tell you where I am, you're going to come and kidnap me along with the debt collectors, aren't you? What? I already know everything. By the way, how did you come up with such a plan? Did the mob tell you? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anyone like that. It seems that Noel is being chased by such people. Noel was the only danger, and you tried to make it look like you were on my side. After reassuring me, you will sell me off to pay the debts. I'm sure you intentionally recorded the audio that you sent me. It really is an elaborate plan. Don't talk nonsense. Why don't you stop acting now? Well, I really don't know what you're talking about. You'd better admit it. Noel says you are the main culprit. What? No, of course not. The bond between parent and child is so fragile, isn't it? When Noel couldn't take me in the car, he rushed to the wedding venue. He apologized to all the guests. I was trying to act like a good person. I did all of this because my mother told me to. I didn't want to do this, but I had no choice. That's what he's saying. What? My dad is a police officer, you know, and he's with Noel now. He was blaming you, but we don't know the truth. That's why I'm trying to get your story too. Do you understand the meaning of, it's in your best interest to be honest? Well, that's enough. You're right. But I'm in debt, and so is Noel. I was going to sell you to cover mine and Noel's debts equally. Neither of us is the main culprit. We are accomplices. He's not innocent at all. He was the one who betrayed me in the first place. We will go to hell together. I see. Then, both parent and child, please reflect together in the jail. Bye then. Wait a minute. You'll go to hell together too. Yes? Think about it. Today's wedding is ruined. I'm sure the guests are disappointed. I bet your boss is among them, right? Your social credibility will be ruined. You've brought this on yourselves. How can anyone forgive you? I already showed them our conversation on the huge screen, and I've explained everything to them. What? If I don't tell them what's going on, they won't understand. What are you doing? You're putting me in a bad position. You know exactly what I'm talking about. As of today, not only is your position gone, you have no place, no relatives, no social circle. Originally, you were going to sell me off to your debtors and play the poor victim who got run off by your daughter-in-law, weren't you? That's why you did this and invited your own relatives without a care in the world. That turned out to be a bad thing, didn't it? Oh no. The police will be there soon, so... Do they know where I am? I wonder if they can catch me. Ha! You're at the cafe in front of the gas station, right? I ran away from there, but I asked the police to wait for you instead. Oh my God, the police really came! How could you do such a terrible thing? How can you play the victim? Friends and business associates who cleared their schedules, people who flew in from far away, friends who left their children with their husbands to come. All of them here are the real victims. But, by the way, I have just filed for divorce. Noel was sorry and signed it. So from now on, we are strangers. Why don't you take a lesson from your son and reflect a little? I don't want to do that. People make mistakes. You should forgive them. Who are you to say that? Please, help me and Noel. You said earlier that you and Noel are going to hell together. Noel is ready for that too. Wait a minute. Well then, goodbye. After that, Noel and his mother were taken to the police for attempted kidnapping, but they were released without any jail time. I was already divorced, and my dad, a police officer, told me to move out and start a new life. Since then, I've only heard rumors about them. Noel couldn't stay at his job and had to resign, taking on part-time jobs. His mother also worked part-time to try and pay off their respective debts. But it seems that finally, a scary-looking person came to both their homes and introduced them to live-in jobs with dormitories.
Sorry again, Kaisen. Where did you put the screwdriver?
Hey, you're persistent. Don't keep calling me over and over again. I'm at home, eating my mom's food for the first time in a long time. Don't interrupt the family reunion. I'm not coming home if you keep it up.
I'm sorry. I need a screwdriver to replace the batteries. Just tell me where it is and I won't call you again.
I don't give a shit. You can find it yourself.
I've been looking for half an hour.
Then give up. You know what? You can always change the battery later. If the battery is dead, just leave it.
I would if I could. The batteries in the train set are dead, and Ricky's being fussy.
Just ignore him. You're spoiling him. He's being too selfish.
He's 4 years old. You don't have to be so hard on him.
If he grows up weird, it's going to be Joy's fault.
What's wrong with you today? You're acting strange. You don't usually call me Joy.
That's because you're getting on my nerves.
Sorry. How's your mother? I haven't seen her for a while. Tell her I said hello.
I don't think she'd want to see you. She thinks you're a she-devil of a wife. She doesn't even want to have a conversation with you.
What did I do?
Have some shame. Don't torment your mother-in-law. Who do you think you are acting so high and mighty as a daughter-in-law? You're so cheeky.
I didn't do anything.
She doesn't want to have anything to do with you. Poor thing. You must have said some pretty horrible things.
Wait a minute. You've got it all wrong.
You're accusing my mom of lying. That's how you pin your sins on her.
That's not what I'm saying. I didn't torment her. I haven't even talked to her lately.
You have no respect for older people. I'm divorcing you. Take Ricky and go home to your parents.
Aren't you jumping the gun? All I asked was where you left the screwdriver. You sure you don't have any idea where it is?
I told you I don't. You're tenacious, you know that. Just shut up. I'm just trying to relax at my parents' house, and you're irritating the hell out of me. You really are an insensitive person.
What's wrong with you? Is something bugging you?
There's no way I have a bug.
That's not what I meant.
Don't interrupt my dinner. I'm the most irritated I've never been in my life. Don't ever talk to me again.
What happened to you? I was perplexed by my husband's excessively grumpy mood. It must have been about an hour after we finished our conversation. Our intercom rang. Wondering who it could be at this hour, I nervously looked at the monitor. It was my mother-in-law, who was supposed to be with my husband. Eve? The next thing I knew, I screamed. My mother-in-law's face was covered in blood. I ran to the front door in a panic, and she said,
Come with me. Let's get out of here.
She instructed me to pack up my belongings. Sensing that something was really wrong, I frantically picked up my bag. I hurriedly packed my valuables and left the house with my son in my arms. You told me to hide out in a motel. Did something happen with my husband? You were badly hurt. This isn't just a little thing, is it?
Is Ricky asleep?
Yes. Where are you now?
I'm at another motel.
Why? Wouldn't it be safer to be together?
No, being together is more dangerous.
Tell me what's going on. What are we running away from? My husband said he was eating at your house. Was that a lie?
It's true he came to the house, but I didn't cook anything. As soon as he entered the house, he started waving around a knife.
Huh?
Kaisen is not human. That kid is crazy. I can't believe I gave birth to him.
Why would he do that?
It looks like he wants to the house and the land that my husband left behind. Actually, we've been wrangling about that for about 6 months now. I told him no and said I wasn't gonna sell the house. But he insisted that I should sell it now while the land price is high.
I didn't know that. So, are you saying he attacked you because he wanted to sell the house?
That's all I can think of. If the land doesn't pay out, maybe the insurance money will. I hate to even say it. I know he's my son, but there's no saving him.
I can't believe that he would go to such lengths just for money.
After he attacked me, he hurt himself. Probably while he was at our house. He wanted to make it look like he was the victim of a robbery. He cut himself to make it look like he was the victim too.
How devious. I can't believe my husband is that kind of man. But I'm glad you're alive.
I thought it was over, that my child would send me to the other side. I've never imagined it until now.
How did you manage to escape?
I ran out the front door while he was looking for a towel to wipe the blood off his face.
He didn't come after you?
Well, we have the whole neighborhood watching. He wouldn't be able to just run out the door with something so dangerous in his hand.
We were texting each other just a little while ago.
Really? He didn't touch his phone while he was with me. Probably after I ran away.
He was in a really bad mood. He wasn't my husband. I can't believe he would text me after doing something like that.
He was just frustrated because he couldn't finish me off.
I can't believe this is happening.
I didn't know what he would do. If he went back home where you guys were in a state of frustration after I escaped, I was going to call you, but my phone was off, so I decided to go to your house.
You came to protect Ricky and me, even though you were injured. Thank you so much. You didn't have to go to the hospital? You looked like you were badly hurt.
I'm fine. It's just a little cut, and the bleeding's already stopped. The blood stood out because I was wearing white, so it may have looked worse than it was.
But you were cut with a knife, right? We should get you checked out just in case.
I'm fine, really. Anyway, don't leave the motel. Promise me.
Okay, got it.
If he contacts you, don't talk to him.
Yes, Mom.
I'll turn my son into the police.
I'm afraid you're going to have to.
It pains me too, to think of Ricky as the son of the criminal. But he's only 4 now, and he gets screwed over if you change where you live.
But I'm worried. Why did this happen all of a sudden?
You may not be able to sleep, but lie down and get some rest. I'm sure the police will have my son in custody soon. I will say once more, do not contact my son, and don't leave the motel. If anyone comes, don't open the door.
Yes, Mom.
Are you alone?
Who is this? I think you have the wrong person.
This is Joy, right? It's Kaisen. I'm sending this from a different person's phone because of the situation.
Is this some kind of prank? Who is this?
No, really. Ricky's birthday is May 25th. His favorite food is green beans.
Is this really Kaisen?
I'm texting because I think it's better not to talk out loud. I think the room might be bugged.
What do you mean? Who's Thompson?
He's a good friend. I'm at this house now. He let me use his phone. Where are you?
I'm in hiding with my mother-in-law.
What?
You need to turn yourself in now. You're only 33. You can start your life over. Take some time to reflect properly in prison.
What? Prison?
I don't know why you want money so much that you would sell your parents' house. But this is the wrong way to do it.
What are you talking about?
And going after your mother's insurance money is so wrong.
Is that what that woman told you?
Don't talk about your mother like that. If you're afraid to go to the police salon, I'll go with you. If you keep running, you're just going to make it worse for yourself. For Ricky's sake, turn yourself in now.
Calm down. I didn't do anything. And Ricky's safe, right?
What? Now you're going after Ricky? You scare me. But it's no use. He's with your mother.
Huh? Ricky is not with you?
Your mother picked him up last night, and he stayed with her at the motel. He didn't bring any toys with us, so I guess he's probably bored. She just took him with her to go buy some toys.
Oh no. Do you know where she took him?
Why would I tell you that?
Ricky is in danger. Oh, man. No, he's fine. But
What is it? He's just shopping with Grandma. It's more dangerous for him to see you. I'm not trusting Ricky to someone who will wield a kitchen knife and hurt his own mother.
so it's not me. It's my mom.
Huh?
I don't have time for this. I'll tell you plain and simple. It was my mom who stopped me. She was the one who tried to sell the house and the land, and she was the one who tried to get my insurance money. It was her.
Huh?
My father's will said that he wanted the house he worked so hard to build to be protected. That's why I was always against selling it. But the old lady insisted on selling it because she needed the money.
Bullshit.
The house and land are jointly owned with me, so she was in a hurry because she couldn't sell it alone. There's a $300,000 insurance policy on me. The beneficiary is still my mother. Next thing I know, she set her sights on that insurance money and tried to make me disappear.
Your mother said the same thing. Which one am I supposed to believe?
We're married, don't we? Trust me, Joy.
You were so cold to me yesterday.
I didn't talk to anyone last night. It was all I could do just to get away with my injuries. I forgot my phone. That's why I borrowed Thompson's phone.
Then why didn't you call me yesterday?
I'm sorry, but I couldn't remember your cell phone number. I tried to find acquaintances or friends somehow and get in touch with them through social media. I just got your contact.
Is that what happened? So you weren't the one who told me about the screwdriver last night.
I don't remember having that conversation. My mom probably texted back pretended to be me.
It was totally out of the ordinary, so I thought something was wrong. So that's what it was.
Right? You believe me, right?
Sorry. Honestly, I don't know who to believe.
Do you know why she had you run away to the motel? To keep us apart. Because she would be in trouble if you heard the truth.
Even though your mother's like that, she wouldn't do anything to Ricky, would she?
I'd like to believe that. I don't see the benefit of messing with Ricky.
I know. Ricky doesn't have any insurance.
If she went after anybody, it would be you.
If couldn't get the insurance money from you, you're saying I'm next?
Or maybe she's trying to get the insurance money I will get from you. Maybe she's trying to get both.
Oh, your mother just texted me. She'll be back in a few minutes.
Give me the name of the motel. I'll be right there.
It's a motel called the Highway Inn. It's just down the street from the shopping mall.
When I come back, pretend you're asleep. But do not unlock the door to your room. Don't let her in the room until I get there.
But Ricky...
It's okay. She's not gonna hurt him as long as she isn't getting paid.
But I'm scared.
Just wait for me. I couldn't buy Ricky the toys he wanted because they were all too expensive. Anyway, he's hungry. So we're eating something at the restaurant.
He doesn't need toys because he likes to draw.
If you have money, you could buy him anything he wanted. You're pathetic.
There are ways for children to have fun without money.
What's the most important thing to you?
Well, my family, of course. Especially Ricky. I couldn't live without him. He's my treasure.
I know, right? Then jump.
What's that?
That's a 12-story building, right? If you care about Ricky, you can do it, right?
If?
The windows won't open, so you have to use the stairs. Oh, and write a suicide note. I don't want them to suspect anything. The suicide note should say something like, "My husband's abuse is getting to me," or something like that. It's a given, but don't mention me. If you screw around, Ricky will get hurt.
You're kidding, right?
I'm serious. Don't you care about your precious little child?
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
I knew it. My husband was right.
What? When did you talk to him? I took that kid's phone away from him.
He took refuge at the coworker's house and caught me from there.
That son of a bitch.
At first, I didn't know who was lying. But when I asked him where he left the screwdriver, I thought it was strange. Because he's not the type of person to get that upset over something as trivial as asking where a screwdriver is. It looks as though you were sending those text messages.
Well, it looks like I shouldn't have done it. I thought it would raise suspicion if I didn't reply.
Let's not do this anymore. Doing bad things to get money. You always get caught. Turn yourself in, Eve.
Of course not. As long as I have Ricky, there's nothing you or my son can do to me.
That's why you took him out. I was a fool to believe you.
Anyway, you guys are in my way. My son doesn't want to sell the house. And you will make a big deal if he dies. So you can both just die happily ever after.
Are you going to deprive Ricky or his parents for your own selfish reasons? You're the devil.
Don't worry about Ricky. I'll take good care of him. I love my grandchildren.
Huh? Stop fucking around. My husband and I will watch over him. Don't screw with me, bitch.
What's wrong all of a sudden?
We still have so many things to do and places to go as a family. I won't let you take them away from us.
I'm telling you to give it up.
What's an old hag with not much time left supposed to do with all that money?
I'm only 62. There's still time to enjoy life.
Shut up, old lady.
What?
Those annoying old people you see on the internet are so cute compared to you. You're the real old hag. Money spent on old people like you is a waste. It's better for the world to invest in future kids like Ricky.
You talk too much. I thought you were the quiet type, but you were actually a wolf sheep's clothing. You had me completely fooled.
Shut the fuck up, you old hag. Idiot. Ugly bitch. Wrinkly ghost.
You're forgetting that Rick is with me, aren't you? I'm not going to kill him, but a little slap is within the bounds of education, okay? How do you think Ricky would feel if he knew he was hit because of his mommy's outburst?
My husband will be there in a minute.
What?
That restaurant is a lie. It's a coffee shop in the next town, right?
How did you?
Thanks to you taking my husband's phone away from him and carrying it with you. I can track your location from his phone by logging onto a computer.
No way.
Did you think a smartphone could only do text messages and phone calls? So it's true. Old people are slow when it comes to electronic devices. It's so easy when criminals are ignorant.
Damn.
I was swearing to make you angry on purpose. I was trying to keep you from the ending the conversation. I didn't think you could do anything to Ricky while you were typing. I knew you wouldn't move from there.
Kaisen's standing at the entrance. Tell him. If he comes any closer, I don't know what will happen to Ricky.
If you take him hostage and lock yourself in, it's a felony.
If you call the police, I don't know what will happen.
Don't worry, I won't.
That's a wise decision. Then tell Kaisen to go home. If you jump, I'll leave the coffee shop.
Who said anything about forgiveness? My husband and I will grab you by the neck and drag you around on the gravel. I'll turn you into the police.
Hey, what was that yelling?
My husband said, "There's a snake."
Ricky, he was moving so fast. He ran outside.
We don't use that word in our house. The mere mention of the word snake scares him so much that he runs outside. I can never say it because it's too dangerous. But I can't believe it's saving him today.
I got so close. All my plans are going to be ruined by a snake.
A lousy plan. At your age, what did you need a lot of money for?
A luxury retirement home.
What?
There's a woman in town the same age as me, Hannah, who's a mean old bitch. There was a rumor going around that she moved into a high-end nursing home. So I went to visit her with some friends. It's a really nice place. I couldn't stand the idea of living alone, while she was living so elegantly. So I decided to get some money and move into a more luxurious nursing home than hers.
What kind of reason is that? If you were so lonely, why didn't you ask us to live with you?
No way. Having to take care of my grandchildren. Living in a small apartment with my daughter-in-law. Living quietly like that. No thanks. I want to live in a luxury retirement home with fancy meals, spacious and clean rooms, and people to take care of me. I'd like to spend my retirement in style and freedom.
I've heard it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars just to move into a place like that. And after that, it costs several $1,000s every month.
That's why I'm selling the house, and I need the insurance money as well.
Your nursing home is more important than your own son. I can't believe it.
I wish you could have seen the look on Hannah's face. She smiled like she had won the lottery at the very end of her life. She was so proud of herself, even though her son paid for it. It pisses me off just thinking about it.
I'm flabbergasted. We were all pushed around just because of that one thing?
You'll understand when you get older.
No, I won't. When my kids are on their own, I'll live a quiet life. I'd rather die than be an old hag.
You can say that now, but I don't want to lose to my friends until the end. I want to have a good time.
Old isn't the word I'd use. Old sinner. How can a person age so ugly?
You understand how I feel, don't you?
I know exactly how you feel. If you want to go to a nursing home so badly, I'll put you in one.
Really? I don't want a cheap place, okay?
I'm on it. It's a well-known place that no one knows about. It's well run, so you don't have to worry.
What kind of place?
It's a place called the Big House.
I've never heard of it, but it sounds fancy. Maybe it's out of state.
I hear it's a nice place. It's a simple place with a lot of people.
Is it upscale?
I've heard it's very expensive. A lot of people have put a lot of money together to build it and maintaining it.
Well, there you go.
I'll make the arrangements. Enjoy it. Mom. It's like a prison. My mother-in-law has been admitted to the Big House, home for the elderly. I wonder she is really happy about it. She was sentenced to 12 years in prison for the very selfish and malicious act of trying to harm my husband and me. I sometimes receive letters that say, "You tricked me." I haven't lied about anything, have I? It's a facility that was built with a lot of taxpayer money. It is also true that it is simple. Well, I feel bad when I think that the tax money I paid will be used to feed that kind of old hag. I'm sure she won't be able to live in her lifetime. Either will Hannah at the luxury nursing home. She probably will never stop laughing. No matter how old you get, it's frightening to think that the world of women is all about showing off. I want to live my life as I am. I have made up my mind not to be an old woman like my mother-in-law. Now my husband's smile has come back, and my son has overcome his snake phobia. We're enjoying life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Tell them that I'm dying because my husband left me and we have no money.
But if I didn't hear from Judy today, you guys...
I'm sure we would have been in heaven right now.
Then where the hell did that $3,000 I was sending you go?
I don't know. You must have sent it to the other woman.
No, I definitely sent it to your account. I can see it in my bank record. If you really didn't get it, this is a big problem. I'll check with the bank.
Don't buy any more time. You set all this up, didn't you?
I'm telling you, I didn't.
I will never forgive you. Of course, I'm going to divorce you. You neglected to support us financially and might not be able to get custody because I'm a housewife. There's no way I can pay child support either. What will people think of a mother not being able to be with her child? I don't want the world to think I have a problem.
I don't know what to say.
Besides, my boyfriend doesn't own a house and he makes less than you. That's why I wanted to get money from you before we break up.
Just for that reason, you fasted until you get that skinny? That's just so absurd.
I asked ChatGPT. Apparently, you can demand compensation for financial abuse with witnesses' testimony. So we needed to be visibly skinny. And it was just as well since I wanted to lose weight.
Judy, with her chronic illness, was in real danger. What were you going to do if something had happened to her?
Then you'd be a murderer, and I'd get the insurance money. Well, I made sure that didn't happen. I let her contact you on my phone at the best timing.
Screw you! I'll never forgive you for making Judy go through all this for your own publicity and money. You even lied to Judy. How hurt she was to be told that her dad left her.
I had to say that in order for me to get custody. I needed her to hate you.
And she thought it was her fault that I left her. How could you tell such an awful lie?
Oh, the child tax, right? Kids are so naive to believe such a lie.
And the texts between you and I that disappeared? You deleted those when I let you use my phone because you said you forgot your phone when we were at the hospital, didn't you?
Yep. Well, it's too late to find that out now. That doesn't change my plan to get compensation from you and
Suing you for defamation.
what's that? When have I defamed you?
Just think about it for a minute. You sent a certified letter to my company with a bunch of lies. And you misled the neighbors. I'm demanding compensation for that.
No! Why would I?
And the $3,000 I've been sending you, I'm getting the half of it back as part of our share of the property. 4 months worth. That's $6,000.
You gave me that money, didn't you? I'm not paying you back.
I gave it to you to make a living. You're saving it as your own money, aren't you?
I was going to spend it on my honeymoon.
And also, I reported you for abusing and neglecting our daughter.
I'd been in the hospital too.
You did that on your own. Oh, and I might be able to charge you with a crime of violence as well. My lawyer told me, and you're going to jail for up to 15 years.
I'm going to jail? Why? I didn't do anything wrong.
My daughter's life was in danger because of you. You deserved it.
But she didn't die after all. And yet I can't believe I'm being sued. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. I wasn't thinking seriously. Please forgive me.
You'll regret for the rest of your life that you hurt my precious Judy.
I got it. I'll never cheat on you again. I will raise Judy properly.
I don't believe a word you say, you liar. Get out of my house right now. Well, if the police come, they'll force you out anyway.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be arrested.
Being arrested is not enough to punish you, because even if you get caught, they'll still give you food. Judy wasn't even given food.
I said I won't do it anymore. It was just supposed to be a performance.
You'll be in jail, and you can keep posting Mia's happy-go-lucky plan. Well, you may never have a moment where you feel happy. You may never be happy again. Because my daughter was in a very dangerous situation, what Mila did was found to be quite malicious, and she was sentenced to 5 years in jail and $30,000 in compensation for cheating and defamation. With the help of my lawyer, the divorce was finalized, and I was also able to get sole custody of Judy, so I requested $100,000 for child support. Mila's parents have cut off ties with her because she made Judy go through a terrible experience. So after she gets out of prison, Mila will be responsible for paying the child support alone. As for me, I wanted her to be punished more severely, but it can't be helped. The punishment for hurting Judy. I will make her pay for it no matter how many years it takes. I will not let her get away with it until she pays off. I told the company what happened, and they let me work from home since then. When the company received a false certified letter from Mila, no one believed what was on the letter because I was always bragging about my daughter. From now on, in order to heal the wounded daughter's heart, I would like to spend a lot of time with her.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Pamela, you've got to be kidding me. What's going on? I'm drowning here, so please cut it out. What are you talking about, Alicia? Stop playing dumb. Where are you now? I'm at home. What? Aren't you supposed to be on a business trip? Today is Sunday, so I'm off work, and my job rarely requires me to go on business trips. Hold on. So it was a lie? What you're saying makes no sense. Okay. If you're at home, there's no reason for you to leave your baby here, right? A baby? Yes, come pick her up now. You probably think I'm free since I'm a housewife, but I also have a 3-year-old daughter, you know. Taking care of a newborn is hard work. I'm not running a nursery here. I'm a bit lost here. Oh, you're gonna keep playing dumb, huh? I didn't even know you got married. And you even gave birth. Gave birth? I don't know when you had her, but leaving her with us for a month, what's wrong with you? Be a responsible mom and come get her. Please, calm down, Alicia. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea how much trouble you're causing by leaving your baby with us? You might be overwhelmed by work, but I'm busy too. If you can't take care of your baby, find a daycare or something. You chose to give birth, so take responsibility and raise her. I don't have a baby. Yeah, right. And I'm not even married. Huh? I do want to get married, but I've never had a boyfriend in my life. I'm just eager to find a partner. There's no way I wouldn't tell you if I got married. So why did you leave your baby with us? I don't have one to leave with. But I'm currently holding her. If she's not yours, then whose is it? Well, I'm not quite sure about the situation, but you're holding someone's baby right now, correct? Yes. It's been over a month since I've been looking after her. But you have no clue whose it is. Wait a sec. I've been taking care of her, thinking she was yours. Where does she even come from? Matthew took her in. Matthew? About a month ago, I went out with my daughter, and when we got back home, he was holding the baby. OMG. I was dumbfounded and asked whose child it was. He said it was yours. That's insane. I don't remember leaving a baby with him. According to him, your friend brought her. My friend? Yeah. Apparently your friend said you were gone on a business trip and asked if we could take care of her. The friend has some urgent matters and couldn't look after her anymore. What the heck? So he thought it was just temporary and took her in, but your friend hasn't shown up until now. I told Matthew to call you, but he said you were hammered with work and wanted to give you some time. Okay. He's usually at work, so I'm the one taking care of the baby, you know. I'm already overwhelmed with my own child. I'm reaching my limit. It's terrible to leave a baby for that long, but there's no way I would do that or go on a business trip. I wonder who this person claiming to be my friend is. I have no idea. How come? When I asked Matthew, he said he forgot to ask. This person left the baby without even giving their name? She was in a hurry or something. As soon as she dropped off the baby, she turned around and left. The mystery remains, but I've got the gist of the situation. I'm sorry for suspecting you. I'm so stressed with looking after the baby, and I'm not in the right frame of mind right now. I let out some harsh words. Don't worry, it's not your fault. We just need to figure out who this friend is. Even if he doesn't know the name, maybe I can identify her by the feature. I'll ask Matthew about it. That'd be great. I'm counting on you. I've been trying to appeal to him, but he won't listen to me. Oh, really? I guess he doesn't understand how hard it is because he's never taken care of our daughter or the baby alone. I'm really in a tough spot here. I might end up having a breakdown if things continue like this. Got it. I'll check with him right away. Please, wait a bit. Hey, bro, you got time now?
Oh, Pamela, it's been a while. What's up?
You sound carefree, even though Alicia's going through a tough time.
What are you talking about?
I heard something from her. She said she's looking after a newborn at home.
Oh, yeah, that. Don't worry about the baby.
Huh?
We're taking really good care of her as a responsible uncle and aunt. You focus on your work, okay?
Hey, she isn't mine.
What?
I heard my supposed friend brought her over, but I'm neither married nor have a baby.
Wait, it's not yours?
Come on, cut me some slack. I don't even know who that friend is, but why would you easily believe it? You know I'm single, right?
Well, I haven't seen you for a while, you know? You're at that age where getting married and having a family wouldn't be too surprising.
I'm sorry for being single at my age. If I were married, I'd definitely have told you.
Yeah, true.
Seriously, didn't you find it odd?
Odd in what way?
The woman claiming to be my friend left the baby and hasn't shown up to pick her up, right? If you thought she was mine, why didn't you contact me for a whole month?
I felt bad to bother you.
Why?
You didn't say anything to me, so I thought something might be up.
Like what?
Like maybe you gave birth out of wedlock, or you aren't getting along with the baby's father. Fortunately, Pamela's a homemaker and stays at home. I thought we could take care of the baby until you sort things out.
I see. You were thinking about me in your own way.
Exactly. As an older brother, I wanted to do whatever I could for you.
So you don't know which friend of mine brought the child, right?
Sorry, I didn't get a chance to ask for a name.
Do you remember any facial features? Wearing glasses, short or long hair? Anything?
It was all so sudden that I freaked out and I can't remember now.
Well, if someone suddenly left a baby with me, I guess I'd freak out too.
She was so quick to leave, you know. I didn't even get a good look at her.
Okay. If you can't remember anything, I'll check with all my friends.
Really?
I'm not sure if I'll find her right away, but she did say she was my friend, right?
Yeah, but there's no need to force it.
Why not?
I reckon your friend might have had some reasons for leaving the baby and might not want to step forward now.
But we've got to find the real mom somehow. You guys can't keep someone else's child forever.
About that, I've been thinking maybe we could raise her.
Are you kidding me?
I guess I'm getting attached to her. It feels like she's my own child after a month, you know? If we can't find the mom, I'm thinking maybe she could stay with us.
That's absolutely not okay. Alicia's struggling. She says she's at her limit, taking care of someone else's child on top of her daughter.
That's just her being a drama queen, isn't it?
What?
She's a homemaker and has lots of time on her hands. She should help take care of the baby.
Being a homemaker doesn't mean she's free all the time. She's already dealing with a handful with her kid and now the baby too. And she isn't even hers. She even mentioned she might have a breakdown.
That's a bit exaggerated. Taking care of one or two kids isn't that different in terms of effort, right? I mean, she gets to raise a second child without going through the pain of childbirth. She should be grateful.
Wow, you have a totally warped mind.
How so?
You're leaving the baby's care to her, right?
I have a job, you know, so she should take care of the kids as a housewife.
I've never had a baby myself, so I can't speak for her. But I assume taking care of kids is just as demanding as any job. We've got to find the real mom for the sake of her mental health.
You think so?
If we can't find her, I guess we'll have to report it to the police.
Police?
You can't just keep an orphaned baby, you know.
Hey, hold on a sec. Let's not get the police involved.
Why not?
Wait, can you give me just a little time?
Why?
My memory's starting to come back. I thought the girl who brought the baby was your friend, but I might have been mistaken.
What?
I was so freaked out at that time that I don't exactly remember what was said. Maybe it wasn't your friend, but someone I knew.
Seriously? So thinking it's my baby is a misunderstanding on your part as well?
It might be. Anyway, I'll look into it. Please don't get too involved with this, okay?
But you were saying the baby was mine a moment ago.
Of course. We'll take care of her until we find her parents.
Then how are you going to explain this to Alicia? She took care of her for over a month thinking she was mine because you told her that.
I'll talk to her about it. Don't say anything unnecessary to her. We'll handle this matter from here. All right, then.
Hey, wait. Come on, Matthew.
Pamela, it's urgent.
Matthew? What's up so early in the morning?
When I woke up, Alicia and Lucy were gone. Do you know where they are?
I have no idea. Maybe they just went out together.
There's no way they'd take off this early. Not only that, she left the baby. I've been trying to call and message her, but no answer. What's wrong with her leaving me alone with the newborn?
Okay, so you've got to take care of her for now.
I can't. I've never done it before.
But you've been with her for over a month now. You can at least handle feeding and changing diapers, right?
I've tried before, but I always did it with Alicia's help. I can't take care of her all by myself.
Even if you say so, Alicia isn't there, so you've got to do your best, right?
Can you come over and help with the baby?
You're kidding. You've told me the complete opposite the other day. You said not to get involved in this matter, and you will take care of her.
But I can't do it alone. If I'm stuck with her, I can't even go out on a Sunday.
Seriously. Alicia's been taking care of her alone for so long. It'd be nice if you took responsibility sometimes. You'll understand her struggles.
I can't believe this. So you won't come over? Everyone's so heartless.
Who would help you, idiot?
What did you...
I never thought you could become so low.
What's up with you suddenly?
I already know. That baby is yours.
No.
You're the lowest of the low. You've been cheating all along, right?
Did you know this from the beginning?
Last time we chatted, you sounded too weird, so I contacted Alicia right away. After discussing it, we decided to hire a private investigator.
What?
As expected, the result was despicable.
That means Alicia knows too?
Yep, she knows everything. You've been cheating on her since she was pregnant. Then you ended up having a baby with your mistress. When you realized it, it was too late to terminate. So you lied that you were entrusted with my baby.
Ugh.
It's abominable to take advantage of Alicia's kindness and try to make her raise your secret baby. She was furious, you know.
Oh, God.
Understandably so. After being betrayed for over 3 years, I can't blame her for leaving you.
Wait, does that mean she will...
She intends to file for a divorce.
I will not accept it.
Jeez.
I need her to raise the baby. Her real mom is too young and can't handle a baby. That's why I decided to take her. I have to work, so I can't take care of her at home. I need Alicia to come back at any cost.
You're a hopeless scumbag, you know that? Too bad, she won't be coming back. If you didn't want her to leave, you shouldn't have cheated in the first place.
What was I supposed to do? When she got pregnant, she stopped being affectionate because of the morning sickness and stuff. I ended up feeling frustrated. By chance, I met a cute girl at a singles party. She was still just 20 years old. Isn't it normal for a healthy guy to be attracted?
I can't believe my brother is this stupid. Don't you think going to such a party when you're already married is wrong?
I just went to blow off steam.
Whatever you say. You went there to find another woman, didn't you?
But she's just a fling.
How's she just a fling when you have a baby with her?
But the one I truly love is Alicia.
Yeah, sure. No matter how much you try to justify it, she won't come back to you. Why don't you just marry that 20-year-old and raise the child together?
Marrying her is out of the question.
Why's that?
She's got a fiancé.
Oh dear. She had your baby while she was engaged?
Her fiancé was working overseas for a while, so we agreed that we would hang out until he returned. I never thought a child would come out of it.
So her fiancé doesn't know that she cheated and had a child.
Before he found out, I took responsibility. So you see, Alicia and I'll have to raise the baby.
Things don't work out that conveniently, you know. She's already gone back to her parents' house.
Never know, if I sincerely apologize, maybe she'll forgive me. After all, the baby is biologically mine. If she still loves me, she should love her too.
Sounds like you're in your own little world.
I trust her.
Do whatever you like then.
Pamela, I need your help.
Yeah?
Things have gotten worse. I want to reconcile with Alicia, but she's not considering anything except divorce. She's demanding alimony from me.
Well, obviously, you cheated and even had a child.
That's not all. I received a threat from the girl's fiancé.
Oh, so he found out about the affair.
Apparently she slipped her mouth. What am I going to do? You can't afford to pay alimony.
No matter what you say, you've got to pay.
But I don't have the money. My bank account probably doesn't even have 2 digits.
Geez, you didn't have savings despite having kids?
I spent all my savings hanging out with my girlfriend. And you know, I've been so stressed that I made a huge mistake at work. I have to take responsibility for the loss, and my salary is getting a huge hit.
Oh, that really sucks for you.
Yeah, and now they're moving me to a remote factory, out of the career track. Rumor has it that once I'm sent there, I won't be able to come back to the main office. What should I do?
Is your girlfriend no longer with her fiancé?
She got dumped and is staying at my place now.
In that case, you both need to work together and do your best. Having the real parents together for the baby is a good thing, isn't it?
Pamela, can you lend me some money?
Excuse me?
Neither she nor I have any savings. If I pay the alimony, we won't be able to make ends meet. Please, lend me just 100,000. I'll definitely pay you back later.
No way. I'm not lending you a single cent.
Are you turning your back on your brother?
I know how much Alicia suffered because of your actions. If you're short on money, figure it out yourselves.
Oh, come on.
Since I ditched my brother, he went crying to our parents. Once they learned about the whole situation, they were utterly shocked and denied any involvement. In the end, he took out loans to pay alimony and child support. He then left for his demoted position with his girlfriend and their baby. I guess not having enough money messes with one's head. I've heard that they fight constantly from the stress of being forced to live in poverty. Thankfully, they seem to be raising the baby responsibly, so that's a relief for now. Alicia is anticipating the divorce to be finalized and works a part-time job while getting support from her parents to raise her daughter. She went through a lot because of my brother, so I sincerely wish her happiness from now on. As for me, I finally got my first ever boyfriend recently. I don't know what would happen, but he's an earnest guy who's considering our future together. If we end up getting married, I want to learn from my brother's mistakes and create a warm, trusting family where everyone loves and cares for each other.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.